What's going on, guys? Today we're checking out another Nintendo Switch 2 grip. I know it seems like we check one out every other day, but that's exactly what's going on. We're trying to find the right grip case for the Nintendo Switch 2 because it seems like it's such a difficult thing to pull off, and a lot of these companies are having issues. D-Brand had to revise theirs. They had to come out with a statement saying that they messed up, all this, all that. So Genki was having issues as well. I've checked out a couple of cases. I wanted to review this one because it seems like it's probably the best option, ergonomic option. I wanted to compare it to the PlayVital Beyond, which I recently checked out. My thoughts on this one are kind of mixed. I do feel like it's a very comfortable option, but I don't really like this material. It's a little flimsy here, just a flimsy overall type of case. And it says it's dockable. Technically, it fits in there, but it's very liable to scratch your Switch, and I don't think it's a actual dockable to handheld solution. So I want to check out the NeoGrip. This one is dockable, and it's gotten really good reviews, although some people say that it feels a little cheap in the hand. So let's open it up and see what we got inside. Before I do, this has been my daily driver, really. I've been using the stand grip along with the EDC carrying case. I'm not sponsored by Savage Raven, let me just put that out there. They haven't sent me anything, but I do feel like they make pretty good quality products. I really like this grip, but it's just a little bit heavy and not exactly the most ergonomic grips on this one. So let's check out the NeoGrip and see if it's the one. I did pre-order the Satisfy Zen Grip 2, but that's not gonna get here until probably September, early mid-September. So I do want something to hold me over until then, and it seems like the NeoGrip could be that. So let's get into it. I went with the blue and red version. They have the black version as well, but the blue and red was gonna get here more quickly, and I wanted to get a video out so I could get a recommendation in for you guys as quickly as possible. So we'll see if I actually stick with this one, and if I do like it, if I stick with the blue and red or just go for the black. You could get this in a bundle with the Max Carry case, but the Max Carry case is kind of chunky. It's very big in comparison to the EDC carrying case. This one does fit into the EDC carrying case, but only with these smaller grips that we're going to take a look at. So initial impressions, yeah, I understand why people say it feels cheap. I mean, it's just a piece of plastic, but that keeps the weight down, and I think that's actually an advantage. It does have this clip, which I've seen, you take it off, and when we put it onto the Switch, we'll put that back on there. In terms of feel, oh, this is a much different mechanism than the PlayVital one. So if I bring the PlayVital here, you'll see this guide right here. I had some issues, not really with these grips. I had more of an issue with like the oval rounded ones. Just getting it in there. I got it in now, but as you see, that was the mechanism on the PlayVital. Kind of just slides in there, but I had some issues with that one. Let's see if the NeoGrip is a little bit easier. Seems like this one actually clicks into place. Yeah, that one actually clicks. The other one is like not a full click, which might feel better, but I don't know if it's actually better in the long run. This one actually clicks into place, and it seems like it stays better. These, on the PlayVital, I felt like they kind of wiggle around at least a little bit. They have a little bit of give on the top, so that's already a point for the NeoGrip. Let's whip out these other grips. You can see you got the colors. The colors look quite nice. So let's check out the trigger grips first, because I think that's what most people are going to use. So install process here. I believe you just slide it in. Just slide it down. Oh, that was super simple. I believe you can use it without this little clip-on, but just to secure it, slide that in there. And then latch it on. Okay, yeah, no, it feels sturdy. I'll say this already. These grips just feel better than the PlayVital ones. I don't know what it is. I still have to do more testing and actually play with these. But with the PlayVital, what I didn't like, I don't love the texture. It's not rubberized at all. These aren't either, but this plastic is super like smooth. And when I'm playing, I just feel my hands getting kind of sweaty, and it's almost like I don't have an actual good grip. I just don't feel like I get a good grip on this one. This one, it's plastic also, but for whatever reason, it just feels a little bit more, not sticky, but a little bit rougher, and it just kind of feels better. That's pretty much the only way I could say it. So let's get into some gameplay here. These are the trigger grips. As you see, the middle finger rests right on top, and then you have your ring finger and pinky finger on the bottom, and then you got it all filled out. It's still not giving you like a satisfied Zen grip type of where your thumb rests right here naturally, coming all the way out from the grip. You're still like this with your thumb, but it feels better obviously than the original Switch and the stand grip that I've been using. So let's get into some Zelda here. You know what I also like is that the top ports aren't covered. All the other cases I've tried, everything is covered. And the bottom's not covered, so you have no problem with the speakers or the ports, and it'll be fully dockable. Yeah, I'll be honest, these feel really good. But before we continue, let's just test out the other grips. I feel like these are going to be the best ones. I like the colors. You guys let me know what you think, but I like how it's color matching, obviously, with the blue and the red here, but it gives a nice contrast to the black. Obviously, the black is more premium and more, you know, casual. I don't know why they didn't make that flush. Maybe there's some sort of design aspect. By the way, you obviously have full kickstand accessibility. Boom. A lot of cases don't allow you that and it's a problem. It really is a problem. So I'm liking this so far. Let's try the other grips first before we give a final verdict. Yeah, you do need to put a little bit more pressure on these than the PlayVital to get them out. The NeoGrip system just feels better. This one slides in and then kind of gives a little bit push at the end. The NeoGrips actually click into place. Yeah, that's just better. Still might be some user error when you actually put it on, but yeah. Oh, these are big. Yeah, these are the plus grips. It says that these have a little less grip than the triggers and made more for larger hands. I would say that's pretty accurate. I don't have large hands. These actually do bring your thumb a little bit closer to the joystick here. So you could technically use the plus on this side to try to get an asymmetrical type of fit, and then you could use the trigger grip or maybe the snap grip on the left side. Could be an option. It's pretty cool that you do have all those options in order to get the right fit. Wow, these actually feel good. These might actually feel better than the trigger grips. These just feel like a full-on controller. Like this feels almost like a DualSense. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting to like these that much, and this might actually, I might cancel my pre-order for the Zen grip. But in terms of ergonomic feel, this is better than the PlayVital, in my opinion. This is the best. This is the best one I've tested, and I don't really think there are too many other ones for us to test. I did see a JSOC split protective case. It's interesting, but I don't think it's going to be better quality than this. Let's try the snap grips. Got the snap grip right here. It's got a little bit of texture here. So the only problem with the bigger grips is obviously they don't fit in like a slim case. And right now I've been rocking the EDC. Oh, I don't love this actually. I don't know if you guys hear that. That's with the snap grip. Let's put it on again. Yeah, this one moves around a little bit. That could be an issue. I mean, I'm probably never going to use this one just because this feels exactly like how I would hold the normal Switch. So not a huge deal, but I'm not going to excuse, you know, that rattliness. If you do buy the snap grip, of course you could probably just return it or exchange it, or you can reach out to them. They might send you a new one, but yeah, I would never use these. I would never use these. Yeah, the only reason to use the snap grips would be to put it in a slim carrying case and take it with you so that you don't have to carry any of the other ones. Or you could just buy the max carry case, get it in a bundle, get $10 off, get a bigger case, or you just put these in your bag or whatever. These have impressed me a little bit. Yeah. This is probably the best grip. This is the best grip I've tried for sure. I think the Zen Grip 2 could still be the winner. The Zen Grip costs, even if you do the 15% code that they were doing, it's just expensive, you know? People don't want to shell out that much money. I mean, this one's not super cheap. You can see here I'm kind of modding it, doing the trigger grip on the left, and on the right I'm doing the bigger grip, the plus grip. Let's see how this feels. Wow, this might actually be the way to play, honestly. I'm impressed. The build quality is what it is. It's just a piece of plastic, but it keeps the weight down. And I like these grips. I like the texture and the feel of these grips more than the PlayVital ones, which are just super smooth and soft for whatever reason. Maybe over time these will smoothen out and I'll be singing a different tune, but for now it just seems like the better option. Plus it's dockable, and the PlayVital for whatever reason is not, and the stand grip is neither. Let's do a quick docking test. Right now I have the plus grips on it. Should slide in smoothly. If I line it up correctly. There it is. It's a slightly tighter fit than obviously the naked Switch. It seemed like there was a little bit of impedance. No, I just lined it up incorrectly. It docks easily and comes out easily. Let's see how it fits in the EDC carrying case. Got my EDC carrying case here. Obviously it's not going to fit with these big grips. Of course fits by itself. If you don't put any grips on, it doesn't move that much, to be honest. Slightly. And if you put the snap grips on, with the snap grips on, not even gonna move, I don't think. Very slightly, almost nothing. Unfortunately, you can't put these like this. That would be optimal, you know, but you could just throw them in your bag. If you do carry the carrying case by itself without any other bag, maybe put them in your pocket or something. But yeah, that's one of the only cons really that I have about this one. So until the Zen Grip 2 comes out, I think this is your best option for an ergonomic handheld gaming experience. I wish I didn't have to get the max carry case to fit the Switch with the grips, with the bigger grips into a carrying case, but you're just gonna have to make a compromise at this point in time. That's just what it is.